Hello Gemini, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for my absence. It's been a good 6 months at least. Haven't been well. I've had a lot of life changes. And so I'm restarting my dream, my YouTube channel. And here we go for you Gemini. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button because it really helps me out. And let's get started for your June 2022 reading. We have naivety, we have rest, and we have vulnerable. And this is the overall feeling of you for June 2020. This is not necessarily a bad thing. I think that you definitely need to take time for yourself. If you gain nothing from this reading, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's not okay for you to stay in that feeling, right? We all need to be vulnerable sometimes. We all feel vulnerable, but I feel like this has just been an overall theme that's been happening to you. And I think that, you know, a lot of us choose to stay in an area of not changing, of not doing anything. And I think it's time you rethink this, because we do have this rest. Rest is very important. Rest is going to recharge you. Rest is going to stop you from feeling like this, right? This naive state and this vulnerable state, because our mind needs the proper rest to learn, to grow, and to see things, you know, with clear eyes. So that is what Spirit is giving me for you already. So let's walk across my board here. I read a little bit different. I read counterclockwise circles. Circles mean a lot to me. Discs, spheres, I have them all over my room. So yeah, if you have any questions on the decks I'm using, please leave a comment. This deck you cannot purchase. This is the one I created, so this is my deck. I never really sold them. And the Chariot card, I never really sold them. I'm thinking about kickstarting them. I haven't decided. I've been doing this deck for years already. Okay, normally I read as I go along. Spirit told me just to pause and take it all in, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, ultimately, for you to get in touch with your high priestess, from things to come, from hidden into the light, you need to rest, right? We need to get out of this stasis, because you need to trust your inner self, your inner knowing, and that's not there here with these cards and this card here especially being present. The Chariot card, people like to think the Chariot card is about, it can be about news, it can be about taking charge in your life, but it can be that inner turmoil of between light and dark, right? And I think that because we have these cards present from my deck, which is called Intuition's Past, I think that's your battle, that's your struggle, that's your inner turmoil. And I think it's been there for a while, to be honest with you. With this Emperor spirit being there, I think this has to do with a male figure, right? That caused this dilemma inside of you that you've never healed from. I think this is an abusive person. I think this is definite abuse of power over you. And I think that it's caused you to be in this state of living with these emotions for a long time. This is why this is also depicted as a child, right? So this could be abuse as a child that we never got over for you Gemini. We do have the Eight of Wands. And sometimes, you know, I feel like we need to move past this emotion, especially because you're not gonna, there's some relationships and some things we'll never get closure on, and I feel moved to say that to you. Like, we're not gonna get closure. We may not even reconcile with this person, right? This person, I feel, is it could be a family member, right? I'm being drawn to a father figure because it is the Emperor. So that feeling of abandonment from our father figure or our parental figure has really left a scar on you, Gemini, and it's really caused a lot of pain, a pain that you have not grown out of. Like, if it's left you emotionally a child when it comes to this, right? When it comes to this emotion. But I like that the Chariot and this Eight of Wands are, you know, directly across from each other, because I also read in diagonals and crosses. Because I feel like you're coming to this realization that this has to go. This is poison. And I think that when you get the rest necessary and the help necessary to deal with this, to move forward, you're going to change your life around. And you're going to realize that this has kept you in this space for far too long. And this is difficult because it's having to deal without, and this depiction is wonderful because it is like a mother and child. So this again tells me that this is abuse of the past from a parental figure. I'm leaning towards the masculine side because it's what Spirit is telling me. But whatever this abuse is, we need to move forward. And I think you're finally getting ready, right? I think you're finally to leave it all behind, to take your lessons and move forward, right? Because that's what life is learning from the past and moving forward. And this person is actually looking at the past, right? Because when you do readings, you want to look at also the directions people are facing. So we move here to the Ace of Swords, and swords are our mental stability, and this is what we're leading to. You need to get some rest. You need to take a vacation, take time off, take time, right, away from everything to stop the noise, right, to heal from this and to figure this out. But it's the beginning of a healing for you, a healing for your mental status, which I feel is wonderful. And this is why I talk about directions here. We see that this card is facing the past. This card, this Eight of Cups, is facing the future and leaving this behind, right? That Eight of Cups, you're facing the future, you're moving forward and past. It is scary, right? Because it is darkness, it is unknown, and sometimes our pain becomes our friend and we get trapped in it. But pain shouldn't be your friend. It's okay to have the unknown there, because you do have your instinct, and that's what you need to rely upon, right, to move forward in your life. But rest is essential for you at this time. You definitely need a break, like a full break, like time in the wilderness at a lodge for a week by some running water, to get your mind all the way together. Let's give you one of these cards. This is my Moonology deck. I think this is the new one. And we have here last quarter moon in Aquarius. And I love this because it says reflect on your priorities. This needs to be your priority here. This healing from this childhood abuse. And I definitely want to say it's from a parental figure. Masculine, because you're stuck and you need to move forward in life. But the healing is coming. You have to accept it, and you have to chase it. You have to go after it. You need to look into the darkness and move forward. This person is not running from the unknown and the darkness. This person is moving towards it. And this is for you, Gemini, for June 2020. It's empowering. You're going to move forward. It's going to be difficult, but you are going to move forward. I'm Delilah Rose, and thank you for joining me.